We have been talking about the storm for the past several days, and there have been so many crews from all over our region who have been preparing for this storm. Included in that is Durham's Chief of Emergency Management, Elizabeth Schroeder, joining us now live on the phone. Elizabeth, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
What are you finding? What are your teams noticing right now as folks navigate this storm?
Sure. So in Durham, we started seeing the initial precipitation around 4 p.m. this afternoon. We did have a period of pretty steady snowfall earlier that caused some slick road conditions. There were a couple of motor vehicle accidents associated with those. Now it seems to have transitioned into more of a wintry mix of some sleet and freezing rain. But we're definitely seeing that those road conditions are worsening as the temperature continues to drop. So we just urge our residents to stay off the roadways unless absolutely necessary.
Elizabeth, how prepared were you all going into this? It sounds like obviously no one was taken by surprise by this. Talk about your crew's response.
Certainly. So really many departments across Durham City and County began implementing their winter weather plans earlier this week to include messaging about winter weather safety and preparation, salting and brining the roadways, topping off generators, and increasing staffing. So we've all really maintained that proactive posture and have had some continuous and open communication to make sure that both our staff as well as our community is as safe as possible.
We're looking live right now, Elizabeth, at the ballpark in Durham, the DBAP, as there's snow that's covering the diamond there. And I think about the temperatures that are going to be dropping throughout the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning. What are you monitoring over the course of the next 8 to 12 hours?
Certainly. So we are maintaining close communication with all of our public safety partners that are continuing to respond to calls throughout the city and county. Those first responders are assessing the conditions and the impacts and really identifying if there are any needs. As I mentioned earlier, some of our biggest concerns are those hazardous driving conditions as well as the potential for some power outages.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck. We know you've got a long night ahead of you, as do all first responders and other people who are out there trying to make sure we can all get through this safely. Elizabeth Schroeder,
Yes.
Emergency Management in Durham, thank you so much for being with us tonight.